Good afternoon, Mr. Newman. My name is Asia, and we're from TV Studio, and we're going to be interviewing you, just asking you a few questions about yourself.
Fantastic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay. Thank you for agreeing to do this with us. So, can we start off with, where did you go to high school?
Attended Franklin Learning Center in Philadelphia, North Philly to be exact.
FLC?
FLC, Bobcats, class of '97.
In high school, did you always want to be a dean? Like, what was your dream when you were?
No, actually, in high school, wanted to go into sports medicine. So that was one of the main reasons why I chose the health-related science field. So I was heavily involved in sciences. Up until I went to college, I thought I wanted to go into sports medicine until I got to college and then realized that I didn't like it at all. So,
what college did you go to?
Westchester University.
Westchester.
The Rams.
So once you went to Westchester, after you realized you didn't want to go to sports medicine, what did you transfer over to?
So I actually fished around a little bit in college. I think that's one type of advice I always give to kids. You get to college and you never know what you're really going to do. I started off with sports medicine when I went to college. I switched to business again, and then I finally graduated with education. So by the time I got out of college, I had close to 200 credits. It was time for me to go, but it was a lot of it was a great experience. But I sort of found my home in education, and that's how I ended up graduating and becoming a dean and a teacher.
Now, when you became a dean and you wanted to become a teacher, did you want to teach at Mastery always, or did you want to go to another school?
No, so I actually started out. I've always worked with youth in various roles. So one, I was a residential counselor. So I worked in a lockdown facility for a while, and then I transitioned into teaching with disruptive youth in the Philly school district. So I worked with pretty much all the bad kids in the city, or kids that were removed from their normal schools. So CEP, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but I did that for a while. I was a dean there as well. I also was certified in special education, so I did some case management work at that school prior to me coming to Mastery.
Now, what made you come to Mastery?
I really wanted to change. Like I said, I was dealing with disruptive youth, so I was again dealing with a lot of problematic kids who required a lot of special attention that I gave about 7 to 8 years to. So I was looking for a change, or more sort of, I don't want to call it mainstream, but like just a more normalized school setting. Mm-hmm. So opportunity became available with Mastery, that I jumped on top of it, and I've been here ever since.
Now, you said that you work with disruptive youth, bad kids.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids here look up to you as a person they could talk to. Why do you think that is? Because of your outgoing personality. What made you?
I think it's just my experience working with kids. So I've been doing this for about 12 years. Relationship building is always key. So I think I have a keen ability to not only listen to kids, but also to disseminate information, as well as just offer an alternative. So I can say I identify with a lot of the kids. I didn't grow up, squeaky clean. I got into trouble myself, so it always made it easy to have those type of conversations off of my own experiences to give to kids to make better choices.
What's the best part about your job?
I think working with kids. Every single year there's a new flow of kids that come through. So through the course of my career, I can literally say I've touched thousands of kids at some point in time in my life. Then the good thing is actually when you come back to actually see them. So even being out and about in the city, I'm still close to the city. I run into kids all the time and hear about stories of them doing well and their successes. So that keeps me motivated.
Now, you said that you get a new flow of kids each year. Is it sad to see the kids that you watch grow up leave every year as you get a new class come in?
Not necessarily. I think I look at them like my kids. So you want them to take your feedback and everything that you're trying to offer them, and then in turn, once you see the growth, it's almost like, you're proud. As a parent. So when I see my kids graduate, I look at that not as an accomplishment for me, but more so like a win for them, and just knowing that I had the opportunity to be a part of their lives is always a plus for me.
Okay. Now, did you ever find your job a little too stressful where you wanted to like sometimes quit, not come in?
To be honest with you, never.
Never?
Never.
Really good.
I guess I've been doing this for over 10 years. Do I get frustrated 100% of the time? But it's more so frustrated out of caring and knowing that even folks that's in this room right now who might try to stress me out a little bit, he knows that I love him as a student. I want to see him successful. So, you do have your challenges, but again, you take on that challenge, you let kids know that you love them and you're going to support them, and you try to offer them as much as you can. Ultimately, it's going to be their decision, but again, as much influence that I can offer, I'm definitely going to try to do so. And, kids will come back and let you know that you tried to do the right thing for them.
Now, you said that you treat them like they're your kids, right? Do you have any kids of your own?
I have 2 boys. So Jakai, he's 13, he goes to GAMP, and then I also have Jahan, he's 10. He attends a mastery school at Man campus.
Now, what advice would you give them going into high school? And high school is like, they say it's the time of your life, but it's also where you go through the most. What advice would you give them?
Similar to what I give the kids here. Focus on your education. Utilize the adults in your life that will help sort of mold and shape you into the person that hopefully I want them to be. And experience things. So I want kids to definitely have their hands in a lot of different activities and programs and things like that. So don't ever limit your school experience to just the instructional part. Like, be active in everything that the school has to offer.
Now that we got the serious part out of the way, we wanted to make stuff a little funny. So we're just going to ask you a few questions, and we want to know why. So we said Justin Bieber or Jay-Z, and why?
Jay-Z, because Jay-Z, I'm a huge rap fan. I was old enough to be around when Jay-Z first came out. So I've followed his career since the time he's come out and seen, again, his elevation into the rap world and beyond. So definitely Jay-Z.
Do you have a favorite album?
Reasonable Doubt.
Favorite album?
By Jay-Z, but if there is a favorite artist or album, it'll be Tupac.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I know.
Black China or Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian.
Why?
Why not?
I'll take Black China.
I'm to be honest, I don't really know too much about Black China, other than she messes with a Kardashian or something like that. But I don't know.
Kim Kardashian about her money, like that.
Yeah. That's about right.
Okay, if you could go back in time, like in your lifetime or even in your history, like where would you go and why?
Honestly, I would go back to college. I had nothing but positive experiences in college. Probably would have been opportunities to do things differently that potentially would have shaped my career path, in a different path potentially. But college, just because it was fun, I'm a part of a fraternity. That was a great point in time in my life. So shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, achieving in every field of human endeavor. But no, definitely college, just because it was a good time in my life.
That's nice. Now, talk about going back in time. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
In 10 years, hopefully, I'll be hopefully still in the educational setting in some shape or form. Again, I wouldn't quit this job, or I technically wouldn't mind doing this for the next 10 years, but I want to have my hands in other things such as business ventures and things like that. So I'm definitely looking to invest in properties and things like that, but definitely still have a hand in shaping kids.
Now, you want to be a part of business in the next 10 years as well and stay a part of education. Do you see yourself doing that in Philadelphia, or do you want to go to another city, another state?
No, I think Philadelphia is where I've been born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. No, but I think I got a lot of family in Philadelphia. Again, been in Philly for the past 30 some odd years. So why not invest back into where I grew up?
You have a dream car?
Not necessarily. Like Monday, maybe a little Maybach or something. So if I ever got rich, I would probably splurge on a Aston Martin or a Maybach.
Like
or
Rick Ross?
Yeah.
How did you
something
get
crazy.
your beard like his though?
Well, how did he get his beard like mine?
Oh.
Lots of grooming, washing, and conditioning. One thing about beards that folks don't realize is you should wash and condition your beard every single day because it harbors germs.
When did you lose your hair and decide to grow it right here?
So I didn't lose it.
When did you shave it?
It's a conscious choice, honestly, 10 years ago. So when I pledged a fraternity, when I concluded that fraternity experience, I shaved my head.
What's the best shampoo for your hair?
You gotta go with nature's, cream of nature.
That's black magic.
All
right
day
there.
long. Need that.
No, we're just gonna end it off with any regrets in life, or not necessarily regrets. Like if you would go back and change something different, what would you do?
Probably nothing. I think regrets, you won't end up where you are at this point in time. I think experiences that you learn from and make better decisions, definitely, but I don't regret anything I did in life. I learned from my past experiences, positive and negative, and then again, I try to make better decisions moving forward. At the end of the day, no one's perfect in life, right? So the only thing we can do is work to be better citizens in the world and influence the kids and folks that we interact with. So I don't regret anything that I've done.
Awesome. You're a fun person.
Hey, that's what I do.
Oh, the snap! I never did it before.
Well, you with me, so you know.
Oh my God, you from North Philly?
West.
Oh, from North.
60th Street.
But you went to school in there, so that's
I
a
did.
little something.
Appreciate you. Hopefully this is a great interview. Shout out to the cast behind us.
Hey, cast.
You.
Y'all can make noise now since y'all was doing it for the last 5 minutes.
This was fun, so definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.